And we will sit now for the chanting.
Sato Masat Gamaya Tamaso
Okay, come and sit in your position for breathing practice. Just being aware of your breathing. Bring your right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest, and inhale fully, complete breath into your belly first and push it up. Exhale fully. And do 4 more. Belly first. Once you've done it, hands down on your knees. Oh, so the drilling started. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, inhale, lift your arms, stretch up. Exhale down. Can you still hear me? Yeah. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. 2 more like this. Down. And last one, up. And down. Very good. Then stay here with your hands to your back, open the chest, lift your heart. Breathe. Very good. Now we're going to go back to alternate nostril breathing. So back to the breathing. We'll do some practices here with the left hand in Dhyana Mudra, right hand on the nose. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale to left. Exhale right. Inhale to right. And exhale left. Carry on. Now with the full awareness of your third eye. So inhaling into the third eye on one nostril and exhaling from the third eye, exhaling out on the other nostril. So full awareness. into the third eye, from the third eye. Exhaling, the last time exhale on the left, and then bring your hands down, palms together, rub your palms. Once you've done it. And then cover your eyes. And take your hands back down. And then I'll meet you here. And once you're done and you are back, start to do the alternate nostril breathing in meditation. So you imagine this gray smoke going up on your left nostril to the third eye. And then from the third eye, coming down on your right nostril out. And then carry on. Doing the alternate nostril breathing in meditation. Just imagining. Keep your attention on this breathing practice, on this meditation practice. Very good. Last time exhaling on the left nostril. Then release. And now full awareness on your third eye. Really feeling your third eye from the inside. So when we talk about third eye, it's not only on the forehead, it is actually the real Ajna chakra of the third eye is inside your head, in the middle of your head. So imagine going in the middle of your head. So the third eye is just a starting point. You are going inward, your head, like you are pulling something inward. And feel that point, the middle of your head. And now inhale through your heart center. So imagine you are inhaling into your heart center. And exhale through your third eye. Nice long Ujjayi breath out. Inhale into your heart center. Exhale, third eye. And now with the exhalation, as loud or as quiet as you want, chant Om with the exhale. And imagine Om is coming out of your third eye. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, third eye. Om. And carry on. Inhale, heart. Third eye. Om. And carry on. Om. 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 Let's do 3 more like this. Om. 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 Full awareness on the third eye. And then slowly bring your hands to your heart center, by your head. And rub your palms together. Cover your eyes, inhale. Keep your hands on your eyes, open your eyes in the dark. And then take your hands to your face, down to your heart. Then stretch out. Then change the interlace and then stretch out the other way. And arms up. Stretch overhead. Look up. Down to your right side. And left side. And back to center. We're gonna do cat-cow now. So let's just do the 5 cat-cows. Pulling up, inhaling, pushing down.
Do it nice and slow, no rush. Last one, bringing up your belly and come down into your child's pose. Arms overhead, relax your arms down and just relax. Three more breaths here. Letting go of your shoulders, hips, spine, neck. Gonna push up into downward facing dog. Stop your toes, push up, paddle out. Then hold this pose, pressing down all your fingers. Hips up. Breathe. Bring your feet closer. Right leg up, stretch it. Right down, left leg up, stretch it. Again, the right leg. And again, the left leg. Great, and start to walk your feet and hands together. Very good. Okay, forward folds. Back bend, slowly inhale. And then come to the top of your mat. We're going to start with sun salutations. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your feet grounded. Or your toes. Your hips. Shoulders. Back of your head. Inhale. Open your eyes. Exhale by your head. Inhale. Lift up. Stretch and back. Forward folds. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward folds, head down, breathe. Take your right leg back, knee down, lift up with inhale. Push your hips forward and down. Alex is coming back. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, stay there.
I'm sorry.
All right, Alex, no problem. Okay, stay there. Now, yes, come back into your plank. Hold your plank, hold it nicely, strongly. You are strong. Affirmations, I am strong. Knees, chest, and chin down. Forward pushing cobra. Breathe, shoulders away from your ears. And then into your downward facing dog. Paddle and settle. Breathe. Take your right foot forward.
And come up, stretch. Hands down, left foot forward. Up, inhale, back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale by your head. Inhale, up and back bend. Forward, down, exhale. Little rest here, 3. Letting go of your arms, shoulders, and head. And then take your left leg back. Knee down, again, come up. Inhale. Hold. Keep breathing. Slowly down. Right leg back. Plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Cobra up. And down dog. And hold. Nice deep breaths here into your belly. Yeah. Start it again. Left leg forward. And again, come up. Hands back down, right leg forward. Down, forward folds. Relax your arms and head, neck. Up, inhale, back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And inhale and exhale. We start again. So this time, now you will see the variation, okay? I'll tell you. Inhale, exhale by your head. Inhale, lift up, back bend. Exhale, down. And now take your right leg back, knee down, and then inhale, lift up. And with your exhale, you will push your left knee out. So you come up onto the left outer edge of the foot. And then try to put your forehead down on the floor. Yeah. And then you come up. And then bring your left leg back into plank. Very good. Knees, chest, and chin. Cobra up. Right exhale, back to center. Left exhale, back to center. And then downward facing dog. That's it. Breathe. Take your right leg forward. Left knee down. Inhale, raise up. So when you put your hands down, so the hand still stays outside your foot, yeah? And then tilt your right knee out and forehead down. And then back up. And left foot forward, forward folds. Up, inhale. Back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do it one more time on the left leg. Inhale. By your head, exhale. Up, inhale. Forward, exhale. Left leg back, knee down, lift up. And then forehead to the ground with the knee out. And then back up. Right leg back. Hold. Down, knees, chest, and chin. Cobra, right, left. And then down dog, back. Release here, little rest. Then left leg forward. Again, come up. Hands back down, knee out to the side. Forehead down. And back up. Right, forward. back bend, forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And Tadasana, mountain pose. Great. Very good. And now we start with the tantric sun salutations. Hands to the heart center again. Inhale. Bow your head. Exhale. Up, inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward folds. Hands down. Take your elbows, move side to side 5 times. Hands down, take your right leg back, knee down, look forwards, and then start to move forwards, backwards. Exhale back, inhale, forwards, 4 more. One, and then move between down dog and upward dog. That's it. Upward dog, down dog. Move very slowly. No need to rush between them. Remember, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And then after 5, drop your knees. Striking Cobra 5. Forward pushing. Inhale. Nice and slow. Again, no need to rush. Great. And once you've done it, meet you in down dog. Little rest. Then right leg up. Right knee to the left elbow 5 times. Breathing is when you stretch your leg, inhale, exhale, knee to the elbow. And then bring your right knee to your right wrist, pigeon pose. Establish your pose, and then from here, inhale, exhale, forward, down. And then come down to relax. 2 breaths. Then we do it on the left. So first back into down dog. Left leg up, knee to the right elbow. And knee to the left wrist. Up and down movements 5 times. And stay down. Slowly back, down dog. Pedal out. Then take your right forward. Do the forward and backwards movements. So taking your hips in space. So when we are talking about these poses in the sun salutation, in the tantric sun salutations, take your left forward, take your elbows, move side to side. So I always say 5 movements, yes, but you can do as many as you want. So if you feel you are in a stronger place, do 7, 9, 15, as many as you want, okay? 5 is a minimum. Slowly inhale, back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and exhale and release. So these repetitions can be done not only 5 times, but more times. So let's do it on the other side, 7 times this time. So each repetition 7 times. Hands to the heart. Inhale, bow your head, exhale. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, down 7 times, side to side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now take your left leg back, knee down, look forward 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And into your down dog, do upward dog, down dog 7 times. 1, 7. And then when you are ready, knees down. If you want, have a little rest, 7 times, striking cobra when you are ready. And then down dog. Meet you there. Breathe. This time we start with the left leg to right elbow 7 times. And then take the left knee to the left wrist. Pigeon 7 times up and down. And then stay down. Back up 7 times on your right leg, up and knee to the left elbow. And then knee to the right wrist, up, down.
and down. And stay. Great, back into down dog. Then moving your left foot forward, 7 times forward, backwards. Very good. Taking your right forward into forward folds. Take your elbows 7 times. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to heart. And then come into Tadasana. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Very good. Now we're gonna move into the moon salutations. So, by the way, happy Chinese New Year to you. The dragon in wood. I think that's what I heard. So come to the middle of your mat. Connect with the moon energies, the white light of the moon, the healing light. Inhale by your head, exhale. Lift your arms, inhale. So now you are facing the side of your mat, the long side. Bend down to the right. Gonna take the right leg out into the goddess. Open the chest. Star pose. Triangle on the right side. Turn your right foot out. Lean into your right and left arm up. Take your left down, come into the pyramid, turn your left foot towards the right, head down, pyramid, both legs straight. Take left breath, running pose. Turn, pivot on your right foot, stay on your right, and come into side lunge. Coming into the middle, and sit down in this horse riding, very deep. Challenge yourself, pull up your belly, the belly button, take nice free breaths here. And then coming down on the left. Be careful with knee issues. Turning towards the left, running pose. Right leg forward into the pyramid. Slowly up. Prepare for triangle on the left. So left foot stays out. Inhale, exhale into the pose. Push yourself up into star. Goddess. Right leg to left, bend to the left.
and then hands back. Inhale by your head, exhale. Inhale, push your arms up. Bend down to the left. Take your left out into the goddess. And the star. Turn your left foot out and into your triangle on your left. Pyramid, come down on your left, turn the hips. Push your right leg back, running. Pivot on your left, side lunge. Up in the middle, sit down, and very deep goddess here, very deep one. Coming down on the right, side lunge. Turn around towards the right, running pose. Left closer, pyramid. And then triangle cup up, come up first, and then triangle down. Up into star. Goddess. Left leg to right, bend to the right. And hands back. Inhale and exhale, Tadasana. Feet together or hip width distance and breathe. Shoulders away from your ears. And then release. Shake out. Hip circles. The other way. Side. Then standing in the tree pose. So first stand in Tadasana. Bring your left knee up. Already engage your core. Bring the left knee out. And your height of tree pose. Focus your eyes and engage your core and buttocks, hands to heart. Breathe. Arms up. Breathe. Arms away. And down. Very good. So now we do the other side, but let's do a little bit of a mental exercise. So while we have the hands to the heart center, we'll breathe. We have the awareness on the navel area, connecting to the past. While we have the arms up, 3 breaths in this pose and awareness on the heart center. And then when we have the arms out, 3 breaths again, awareness on the 3rd eye. So let's do this, 3 breaths in each pose. So first, right knee up, hands to the heart center, connecting to the navel, and free. Arms up, heart center, 3 breaths. Arms out, 3rd eye. And release. Now done, shake out.
Okay, hands also now relaxing, open and close. Shake your hands. Relax your wrists both ways. Arms also shake. Shake your legs and a little bit running on the spot. And then jump up and down. And shake your legs. Very good. Now feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, arms up, stretch, and then start to circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 backwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release, shake out. Very good. Okay, now I'm gonna go down. So let's come down into squat slowly. Breathe. Your affirmation is, let's do, I'm flexible. Okay. Or let's do, I'm letting go. Yes, that's better. I'm letting go. Then let your hips just release. Three more breaths. Let go. Let go. 2. Last. And then sit back and shake. Wiggle. Feet also circle around now. Other way. Move your toes. We'll start it again. Oh, okay, let's do come and sit. And we do first the boat pose for 1 minute. Can I see the, yeah, I can see it. Okay, well done. So let's start, put the hands back and then feet up and start 1 minute in boat. You can have your arms forward as well. And whenever you are very tired, hands can go back. Okay, just try. Breathe gently. Half a minute. Very good, everyone. I can see you. You can all do it. Only 15. Yes, great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. And then just sit a little bit. The next variation will be where you lift your legs and you hold your big toes. So this time you might want to hold where, well, if you can't have the legs straight, you can hold on the feet and ankle or the, just grab anywhere. Okay. So if you can, legs up like this. That's it. Very good. Wherever you can hold. Okay. And yes, you can use the belt. That's a good idea. Very good, Steph. So hold it. And try now to bring your head towards your knees and the knees towards your head. So try to close as much as you can. Pushing your chest forward. 2, 1. Keep your hands on your wherever, and then open your legs now. That's it. Push your hips back and chest forward. So you can hold onto your legs wherever you can, okay? It can be that you are holding under your knees like this, right? Just try to sit up. Beautiful, well done. Try to keep your chest open, pushing forward. And then from here, we're gonna drop the legs down into straddle. So make nice big straddle. Keep your feet flexed. Feel the sit bones. And then start to circle around, grinding something. Exhale, forward pushing, inhale back. Exhale, inhale back. Exhale, inhale back. Do the opposite. And stay on your left and down. 4. Keep your feet flexed. 2, 1. Move to the right. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then middle for 10. So now your own 10 breaths. Two more for me. And come slowly up. Windscreen wipers. So I also got inspired by Marion's dolphin. So today we're gonna do the dolphin again, right? So as I said yesterday, you can do dolphin in variations. So let's do with your arms, the forearms down like this. So you start with your elbows down, forearms down, and the arms are about shoulder width apart. Also the hands, so they are not connected. And then your hips are under the knees are under your hips. Tuck your toes under and start to push up. But you might feel that, oh, this is interesting. I can put my heels down, although in down dog they do go down. That's fine. This is normal. Okay. Your down dog, well, your pigeon is a lot shorter. So that's why. So try to just push your hips up and breathe.
A little bit more. So push into your elbows now. So the elbows try to push away. Great. So this time, keeping your legs straight might not be all available, but try. 3 more. And slowly come back, not all the way, just a little bit. Just a moment. I'll show you what I mean. Come back. You just put your knees down and then interlace your fingers. And now we're going to do some preparations for the headstand, which means we are going to strengthen those muscles that you need for headstand. So from here, you are not going up into pigeon, but a little bit longer pigeon. Yeah, like this on your elbows. And then try to put your forehead down in front of your palms. And then your chin down outside your hands. Front of your palms. Forehead, chin outside. Okay, so this is the way, these are the muscles you will need to use in your headstand. Let me just see. Beautiful, well done, yes. Try to use those muscles and try to adjust. Might feel that you might need to like make it shorter or longer. So these are the muscles you use in your headstand. Okay, one more. And then relax in your child's pose. Stretch your arms and relax. So we are not going up into headstand. Only if you are already practicing headstand, okay, you can if you want. Otherwise, just do what we did yesterday. So first, put your head into this, just in front of your arms, the forehead down, and then come onto your toes, lift your hips, and come into this pose, okay? Where you are still pushing your elbows down, pushing your hands down. The top of the head is actually on your palms now. And that's it. So it's very far from headstand. If you are comfortable and you want to, you can start walking your feet as long as you can still keep your balance. You find that tipping point where you don't want to walk anymore. So walk, walk, walk. You don't need to go up, only if you are already doing it. So next month, anyway, we meet and we will practice it by the wall. And yeah, so not now. And not everybody will practice it. So as much as you feel comfortable. Beautiful, very good. Coming back slowly. And child's pose. Okay, and then lie down on your back. Hug your knees.
Rock from side to side. Going up into shoulder stand. So again, as much as you can, no need to push too hard. We have just done a lot. And yesterday you have done a lot. So anyway, when you are ready, you can start lifting your buttocks and push your hips up into shoulder stand. Plow when you are ready to go slowly into your plow. And then slowly come back. Slowly, slowly, holding your toes. Come back and relax your spine. Relax the whole body, arms overhead, and rest. So next pose is fish pose. Hands go under your bums and lift your chest. And then release, come back, hug your knees. And rock from side to side. Coming into the spinal twist, legs down to the left. Arms both sides, look over your right. And relax here. And then switch to the other side. The right. And then slowly come back, sit up slowly, coming into Paschimottanasana, sitting up in Dandasana. Lift your arms. Exhale, reach forward and down. Head down, reaching forward. And breathe. Three more breaths. And slowly back up. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and exhale, and into your inverted plank or table. Beautiful. And come and lie down in your Shavasana. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breathing. Breathe deeply few times and then start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Head from side to side. Stretch out. Then hug your knees. Come down to the right side. Then sit up from the right side. Sanjeevani Kriya. As we sit up, spine straight, stretch through your spine. Close your eyes. Connect with your center. So we start with Yoga Mudra. Bring your hands to the back, hold one wrist. Then we do right, left, and middle. Inhale, exhale to the right side, Pingala Nadi, the sun side, your solar side. Exhale and hold the breath out. And then inhale back up. Exhale on the left, hold the breath. And up, and middle, Sushumna. And back up, two more times. And once you've done it, then free complete breath. Bring your left hand into the Jnana Mudra, right hand to the nose. Alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom. We do it with holding the breath. So we inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Inhale, exhale through the left nostril. Preparation. Inhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale right. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left and continue. The hold can be with the Jalandhara Bandha, bringing the chin down and hold for 16 after inhalation. Four, 16, and 8. So last time you exhale on the left, that's your last one. The next time you do that, that's your last exhalation, and then 3 complete breaths once you've done that. And 3 times. Our next practice is fire breath, Kapalbhati. 108. After that, we hold the breath out with the Mahabandha on. So the bandhas are all of them locked. Now we practice the root lock first. So let's squeeze it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Again, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. And now we hold it until the end. Yeah, so try to sit up and hold your Mula Bandha and do your Kapalbhati and start. And then when you come back, hands in Prana Mudra. This is Prana Mudra. Okay, so index fingers and middle fingers are stretched, all the other fingers together. Okay, lift your head and start internal trip. Inhale to the bottom of your spine, lifting the energy up, the Shakti energy up towards to the crown, and hold the breath with exhale. Hold the breath after exhalation until you can, and then inhale back. And then release. Come to the Brahmari Pranayam, closing your eyes, cup your eyes, plug your ears, and 5 rounds. So once you've done it, then hands in Gyan Mudra. Start the Om Chakra meditation. So if you don't remember the steps, make sure you watch me. Maybe the first round you watch me, we haven't done it for a while. We do 3 rounds. Inhale. Om. 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 One more. Om. 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 Silence meditation. Keep your body still, mind still, breath still. And then slowly bring your hands to your heart center. Rub your palms. Cover your eyes. Inhale. Take your hands back down. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for coming. So now we're gonna have, let me see the time. A little break. Prepare a little bit. Well, I don't know what you can prepare. It's okay. Don't have to prepare. Just make yourself a cup of tea. And then it will be no more practice, so you can eat what if you are hungry. Okay. And then we'll be back at 10 past 11. Okay. Right. And I like that painting behind you, Steph, with the 4 petals on your left side, I think.
Version of Muladhara.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
But there's this one also you might like. That's more in detail.
Oh, wow. You did it.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Ah, okay.
It's
Wow.
like another technique to
Yeah. Very nice. Can you show me that Muladhara closer?
thing is like it's so many details that with the brush it's very hard to finish the elephant. Not the big elephant, but the little one.
Wow. That really looks nice.
You know, like the one in the center. This is very difficult to finish. I should make it on bigger size.
Mm-hmm.
Like my large formats are downstairs. Like
Yeah.
here I just have a small one.
Mm-hmm. Nice one.
Because with the brush you need like a few meters to do the details. Or you need to be like an expert, which I'm really, really not.
But at least you have to do it.
Yeah, but it takes so much time to paint because once I start a painting, it's like you want to finish it. And if it's a large format, it takes a month or 2 mostly. So then everything else is kind of, you know, I need to do more than just like trying to finish a painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, yeah, otherwise, you know, it costs a lot of time and I'm supposed to be doing other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
Like
I don't sell my work, so yeah.
Ah. Yeah, like eating, working, spending time with people. Yeah. All
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, now it's mainly music, and I'm working on a research about sensuality, like more towards choreography. But I'm inviting other persons, so it's a lot of work.
Ah, nice. Nice, nice. So have we finished, everyone? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I tried to, because the issue is that on this side, if I go out from here, I will not come back to here. So I need to see what you did. So number 8, 9, no, number, so let's, I'll just write down because then I can't come back. So question number 2, you answered like mostly A and B. So 2A, Alex and Lene. And these are the rest. And then question number 5, you answered, not sure what is here. Okay, so different things. Okay, not sure what the question was. So number 8,
C, B, B, R, B, B. Okay, so Alex, you answered C, and then Lenny answered, you two are similar, A, and then the rest B, which means we don't know yet. Ooh, big drilling again. Don't worry about that. Then number 9, Alex and Cheryl. A, and Lenny as well, actually. A, Leah, B, and Marion and Steph as well. Okay, everyone else. Okay, let's then see this one. Yeah, I finish and see the answers. Oh, I can actually export the results. Anyway, it's not important now. Library. I will then open it and share it with you, so you will see again your questions. Share. This is it. Oh, bit loud. Bit loud. Okay. So the 8 limbs of yoga translates to Ashtanga yoga. This is true. Okay. So only Lenny, you said false. Otherwise, it is true. Okay. The 8 limbs of yoga means Ashtanga yoga. Is that okay, Lenny? You are very much leaning forward. Yeah. Can you see
I'm
it?
just blind.
Yeah. Are you on a laptop, actually?
Yeah, I'll put it on my lap.
Yeah. Better. So Ashtanga means 8 limbs.
Okay.
Ash means 8. Anga means limbs. So Ashtanga yoga means 8 limbs of yoga. Right, very good. So the second one was 2 A's and the rest B's. So the 8 limbs of yogas are like, so actually is A and B. Oh, so it means I should have given you the question like there was more than one. Yeah, I will make a note of this one. Yeah, so 8 limbs of yogas are like a tree with different branches that extend from the same trunk, are different forms of practice but lead to the same goal of reunification with consciousness. So A and B are both of them are good. Yeah, good. Now number 3, everyone answered okay, because the 8 limbs of yoga are only about how to do asanas. No, that's not true. Actually, no asanas are in there. What are the first 2 limbs of the 8 limbs and why are they different? Now I couldn't see your answers, but I saw most of you wrote yamas and niyamas. Only Alex, what did you write? Don't know. Okay. So here I couldn't see all of your answers. Number 5, so you had to say, and then the answers are plow, warrior 2 is not, locust, headstand, triangle bow, then cobra, and seated forward bend. Yeah, remember the primary poses? We talked about them. At least you should remember that we did talk about them. And then the second.
5.
Yes, Cheryl?
Sorry, I thought we only had to click 5 of the things. I think I only clicked 5.
Number 5 is among the 12 basic poses are all this.
Yeah,
but...
for some reason I thought we only had to click 5 of them.
Anyway, okay. No problem. So the secondary levels of asanas were designed mainly to build the capacity to enter the primary asanas. Very good. Everyone answered true.
What does pranayama mean? Actually, I think everyone answered true, good, well. Pratyahara, now here there were different answers. It is the 4th limbs of the 8 limbs. Who said that? Line. It means withdrawing your awareness. Who said that? All the rest, apart from Linny and Alex. Alex said there are 6 senses. You can only experience it while being still. No one said that. So it is B. Pratyahara means, it means withdrawing your awareness. Okay. Dharna, it means, there were also different, yeah. Half of you has answered A and the other half D. So it means stillness, which is not true, and is a state of refined concentration. So Alex, Cheryl, and Lenny is not stillness, okay? It's a state of refined concentration. And Samadhi, everyone answered that. Well, Samadhi is the final step to merge our consciousness with the universal consciousness. Okay, that's great, because now I know what we need to talk about. The 8 limbs of yoga. Yeah. So did you find it hard, this one?
Yeah, a little bit.
Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found it a little bit hard.
Yeah. Alex, a little bit. Yeah. That's okay. Marion? No. Not for you.
No, I've got the questions right, but a couple of them were urging on guess to do with the 8 limbs. I feel there's a bit of a don't know entirely what's coming or going there.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's good because then I know who. Can you hear it? Can you hear me?
Can hear you, but I can't hear anything in the background.
Oh, really? That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Wow. Because even the whole building is almost shaking.
Mm.
So loud. Right.
Particular to Zoom, they have a voice filter that you only
Oh,
hear its voice frequency.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. That's really good on Zoom. Yeah. Okay, let's make 3 groups now, and you are going to talk about 3 different things, and we will bring it to the group back. So in one group, there will be 2 people. The group 1, oh my God, I can't even hear my own voice. The group 1 is going to talk about the list, the 8 limbs of yoga, okay? Second group will list all the beach mantras for each chakra, okay?
All the what, sorry?
Beach
All-
mantras. I'll write it, okay? Group 1. Group 1, 8 limbs of yoga. Group 2, bija mantras, okay, like Lam, you know, for all the chakras, yeah, Lam. Group 3 has 3 things to list. It's the 3 Ayurvedic doshas. And if you know, this is, I want to see how much you know, actually, just talk about the doshas, okay? Like this. Right, now I'm going to make the group.
I seem to have lost my picture. I'm just trying to get it back in.
What is it again?
I've lost Zoom. I can hear you, but I can't see anybody.
Oh,
Can you see me?
yeah.
That's bonkers. I can't see a thing.
Oh,
I'm waiting. I'm just loading it up again.
okay. Well,
Anyway,
I'm
carry on. I can hear you, so that means I can talk to whoever.
Yeah. So Linny with Marion, Leah with Steph, Alex with Cheryl. So Alex, you have to talk to Cheryl because she won't be able to.
Sorry, Alex. Oh, Lump, you're back. You're all back.
Okay. So go to your rooms and discuss. Wait a minute. Group 1, 8 limbs of yoga. Group 2, beach mantras. Group 3, 3 Ayurvedic doshas. Okay. Oh. How did it go? Okay. Well done. So Alex, if you are ready, who did you? Oh yeah, you were with Cheryl.
Wait,
What-
group 3, we'll wait. We'll go with it.
what was it? I can't hear you.
I said we were third, we'll wait our turn. Why nobody can? Can
Yeah,
you hear?
I can hear you, Alex.
Why?
Yeah, it's just your voice is coming very not very clear. So what was it again? I
I
bring it
said
here.
we were in group 3, we'll wait our turn.
So, so anyway, Alex and I. So first of all, Alex had to be very patient with me because my I was faffing around trying to get the screen back up. I could actually see that. But then all we thought, we didn't really know exactly what we had to do apart from the three doshas.
Okay.
That's the vata, the pitta, and the kapha.
Yeah, just talk about it. Yes.
And that's
What-
what we talked about. And then we had a chat how each other are and how's life and the universe. And then we kind of sort of didn't really know what we're actually supposed to be speaking about for that though. So then we kind of went through the list of the lamb, ram, yam, lamb, dam, 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 dam. And then we thought about the 8 limbs of the yoga, and then we were being timed out then.
All right, no problem. Anyway, who had the 8 limbs of yoga?
Me and Marion.
Okay, so let's talk about it. The 8 limbs.
Okay, so
What's the
yeah,
first?
we was just discussing. Marion was saying about how like she had a class once, and they were saying that I suppose eventually over time, if you can incorporate a bit of that each one into each class, and then over time, it could be intended to bring into your life a bit of all of it. And I was saying that I'd because when I first started yoga, a friend of mine bought me a book, The 8 Limbs of Yoga, but it was all blurry on the pages. So I went on the internet and I looked it up, and I couldn't believe how many different versions of it there was available. People's different translations of it to different styles of yoga and all that. But yeah, so we just discussed what we knew, like each one. So
Okay, remember on the in October actually we wrote it down, the 8
yeah,
limbs.
so we went through each one.
Okay, great. So what are those? So we can discuss them.
So you've got samadhi, which is the union.
Yeah, the 8th one.
So the yamas and the niyama is the disciplines, internal and external disciplines. And obviously asana and pranayama is the posture and breath. Pratyahara and dharana, withdrawal of senses and concentration. And then dhyana is meditative absorption. And then samadhi is the union and integration. So we just went through that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So then you remember, that's great. Then that was it. Yeah. Then group 2 beach mantras, please. You can list them for me.
I've got them written down. Hang on a sec. Lam, vam, ram, yam, ham, om.
You see? So you see.
And actually, each of those, they correspond to the Sanskrit symbol that we have in these yantras that we've been drawing. And I
Yeah.
just was looking them up, and the root chakra is at 432 hertz. Svadhisthana is at 480. Then Manipura 528 hertz. Heart 594. So if you listen to this kind of meditation sounds, that's often the frequencies that are trying to make your parts of your body vibrate with.
Yeah. Yeah, they are quite powerful. And as we also discussed, that in Sanskrit, in Tantra, we
The NG.
NG, so we put not M but NG at the end of the speech mantra, so it becomes Lan, and a silent G, Lang, then Wang, then Rang. So it's not M, so you're not closing properly the mouth, because with the M you will close the mouth like Lam. But in Tantra, we don't totally close. Lang, Wang, and so on. Even the Om will be Om. Yeah.
But I had a question there because normally Om is written with an O, and I see in our manual we're writing it in AUM. And
Yeah.
which is very similar to the Hermetic schools of magic, like the Westerns, like those cults that are built around Hermes Trismegistus, kind of Masonry and Freemasonry. So I was wondering, is there like a cross influence with this AUM? Because that's kind of like what the magician says, kind of in those kind of cults.
Right.
Or is it like a...
I never heard this.
Yeah, because for me that was kind of confusing because normally like in the
No, never
maybe
heard.
it's kind of a cross reference because I always saw Om as a kind of written with an O and also the symbol, so I was quite surprised to see it written in that way.
Yeah, it is. I will look it up why it is AUM, but it is normally it is AUM actually, like in the traditional, but because it's one, it should be one sound. It becomes O. So as you close your O, it will become O, and they just do it like this. They will just do the O mostly. So it's Om, but normally it starts with A, like Om, in the traditional ways. But I need to actually look it up. Why? I did look it up before. I forgot the explanation. But yeah, good. So, oh yeah, Ayurvedic doshas. The third group, the Chakti group. So you had the.
We did
Yes.
actually talk about the different types.
Yeah. Okay.
We were kind of we were labeling people a little bit.
Good.
So we were saying that that Steph and Leah are kind of the Vata type.
Yeah.
Always on the move. Yeah, the thinner kind of type.
Also, yeah, also always in the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Head in the air, like, oh, what to do next, what to create next. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And who are the Pitta types?
I don't see Leah completely like that. I don't know about Steph, but I don't see her in the air. I don't know. I don't know anyway. And then Pitta, I think I'm not sure if I was the only Pitta or if somebody else was verging on Pitta and Kapha. anyway, and then I think you said that you're like a kapha type. And so obviously all of it depends on, you know, how we are in how we move, our tendencies, how we eat, what we eat, and what we do, really. Yeah, and that's kind of like determines our body shape and our thought processes, and yeah.
Yeah, on our mood as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lini is a Pitta Vata, and Alex is a Pitta Kapha,
Yeah, I didn't think
and Cheryl is a Pitta Pitta.
that.
Very Pitta. Marion, you are Kapha Pitta. Yeah, like me, I'm also Kapha Pitta. And yeah, the difference between them is also in Ayurveda, we always talk about illness. So a lot of people turn to Ayurveda because they are ill and there is nothing else helping them. So they like to then search for alternative health and medicine. And then they hear about Ayurveda. Okay, let's go to an Ayurvedic doctor. And then he will tell them that so they are prone. So each doshas are prone to some of the illnesses and problems coming in their lives. And so that's also different. Like a kapha person has normally problems with their weights, and that's like weight related something that comes like diabetes, heart problems, lung problems. This is the weight issues. And then there can be other issues as well, the mucus issues, sinuses. And then Pitta people have normally issues with either with their stomach, with their skin. So different issues can be to different types of doshas. And then Vata people can have issues with their nervous system. It's nerve related normally, Vata people. Okay. I can't believe you don't hear all this. I can't even hear myself talking. This noise. You don't hear it at all.
No.
Wow. Whew. Okay. What is the time? 1 hour. Then we will have to talk about the 8 limbs of yoga. Okay. And we'll start with the first limb. First limb. Okay, let's. So this was actually Patanjali who brought these 8 limbs together, but it doesn't mean that he invented them. So let's talk about Patanjali a little bit, because you will hear that Patanjali is the father of yoga or all this nonsense. It's really nonsense, because he just compiled the sutras together, which means it was not even just him. It might have been that lots of people and have helped him, or lots of people did it actually, and not just him, right? So Maharishi Patanjali is believed to be the self-actualized avatar of Adi Shesha, who was the cosmic serpent on whom Lord Vishnu takes rest, Vishnu being the deity or god of peace, love, and truth. So these are like the stories. But Patanjali was a great sage and master, and known to be the founder and father of the yoga we know today. Now, this is wrong. So he's not the founder and the father. So that's why I'm saying that this is was not made by me. This is a presentation. I need to change this. So yes, this was what I wanted to tell you, that he had Actually, he had mastered the mind, the body, its senses, and this physical world. He was a profound knower of knowledge, which made him an amazing philosopher and teacher of how to master your life. Actually, he compiled all these sutras, around 400. Was it? Patanjali had not created anything new in the Yoga Sutras, yes, as it is believed that its content had been practiced as early as 3000 BC. But for the first time, Patanjali compiled the ancient practices and information in an organized and systematic way. The Yoga Sutras are the foundation and essential training manual for mastering the mind and achieving oneness with the universe, with the final aim and goal being to liberate you from the cage of matter. It is believed that Patanjali also wrote a book. So he was also master of Ayurveda. So he also talks about Ayurveda, but not in the book of the Sutra book. So if you came to the Yoga Sutra course, then you know all this, that he compiled this 2000 years ago, and he that was already practiced that time, so it's nothing new. It was nothing new that time to him. So in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali refers to the 8 limbs of yoga, each of which offers guidance on how to live a meaningful and purposeful life. Each branch, when practiced, is designed to help the practitioner live a more disciplined life with the goal of alleviating suffering. So this is what we also learned in our Sutra course, that life is suffering. Yeah. In the second book, we were talking about that. Life is suffering, no matter what is how you see life, it will be, the end will be suffering, but suffering can be alleviated. Yeah, so you can make it not happen. Yeah, so with the help of the 8 limbs of yoga, so you have to practice the 8 limbs of yoga. The goal is to be able to still the mind and merge into oneness with the divine. When we awaken the divine essence, we are able to live from a place of authenticity. We are able to understand who we really are and what our purpose is. We don't have to look to the exterior to determine right from wrong. All the answers are found within. We know this. Now let's talk about this. So yamas, the 5 moral disciplines, and the niyamas are the 5 observations. And then comes asana, the postures. Then comes the pranayamas, the breathing practices. Then pratyahara, the stance withdrawal. Then dharana, the concentration, dhyana, and samadhi. When we look at this, we see 8 things here, 8 limbs. And the first 2 yamas, niyamas, nobody actually talks about them. When they start yoga, they don't say that, oh, first of all, before you come to your yoga class, let's practice yamas and niyamas. But it should be practiced like that you know that how to practice. Then you come to the postures, which are very important. So without them, yoga is not there, but also without pranayama, yoga is not there. Without pratyahara, yoga is not there, and the rest. The last 3, if you look at them, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi, they are classified as actually practiced together. You cannot just go into samadhi. You cannot just practice dhyana. You have to start with dharana. You have to start with concentration. So first you sit down and concentrate. You can't just say, I'm going to meditate, because it's very, very difficult to just sit down and say, I'm meditating. To help that, you will sit down, concentrate the mind, focus your attention, and then soon you will enter meditation. How soon? It depends. Yeah. There is, and then from then, if you are stay in meditation long enough, you might enter samadhi. Yeah, that's not guaranteed, and you cannot practice just like that. I'm going to practice samadhi. You cannot say that. Yeah. That's clear, isn't it? Yeah, the 8 limbs. Now let's start with the first one, the yama and the niyama, but the first one actually today, the yama and the niyama.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, Oddie. One of the questions you said, what's the actual difference? You're probably going to say it now, actually, between the first 2 and the other 6.
In the which one?
In the Socrative thing, it said, what's the difference between the yama and niyama compared to the others? And I don't really know how you'd actually answer that.
Was that in the Socrative?
Yeah.
That was
You
a
said-
question.
The question was, what are the first 2 thingies?
Oh, what are the, yeah, why?
And what's
why
the difference
Yeah.
between them and the others? So I don't really know how you'd actually answer that.
Yeah. Let's go through them and then maybe you will come up with an
Okay.
answer. Yeah. Because it's easier if you come up with it and not like spoon feed. Okay, so the yama and niyama can be viewed as our moral codes of conduct. The yama referring to our external environment and the niyama to our internal environment. The yama are primarily concerned with the world around us and our interaction with. What are the 5 yamas? Sorry, I need to answer somebody. Yes. So here are the 5 yamas. The 5 yamas ask the practitioner to avoid violence, lying, stealing, wasting energy, and possessiveness. Also seen as moral restraints or what we should not do. So it's mainly about we should not do and how we should be. But it is about yeah, let's go through them. So ahimsa is non-harming. So obviously you always first start with yourself. You don't want to harm yourself in the yoga class. So you will do everything with care and you are not forcing yourself. So non-harming, but also you are not harming in life, in normal outside life, physical life. You are also not harming, try not to harm anyone. That's the first one, ahimsa, non-harming. Non-violence, also we say it, non-violence, ahimsa. And then the second one is satya. This sat appears in a lot of text, like for example, when we chant the mantra asatoma, sat, already in the first one, we say it 2 times, asatoma and sat gamaya. Twice already we say it. So it is the truth, yeah? So trying to be truthful all the time, also to yourself, first always to yourself and then to everyone else. Then of course you don't want to steal, non-stealing, that's wrong here again. No, like this, isn't it? Yeah. So non-stealing is the third one, asteya, so you don't steal from anyone, which means you have enough. Okay, so you have a feeling of having enough. Brahmacharya is self-restraint, which is actually Patanjali wanted to translate it as being celibate. because when the young boys were going into the ashrams to study yoga, they had to restrain from having sex with anyone, obviously. And that was very important for the energy work with the sexual energy. And then aparigraha is non-possessiveness, which means you
I think Eldie's stuck. I think the internet's gone again.
Yeah, probably.
Should we do a dance? Oh, anyway, that one's gone. Hello, everybody.
You are the host now, it says.
I was about to say, who's going to run it now? I think Leah. Leah, you're
Hi, I'm the
Leah.
host, so right then. Time for lunch.
That's what she was talking about. Non-possessiveness. Okay. Game over.
Question on the. I still had like a practical problem with the celibacy, because if all practitioners are celibate, then it means that they're also the last generation of practitioners.
Yeah, there's loads of questions around that, isn't there? Because, yeah. Oh, she's back now.
She'll be back as soon as possible. Oh, she's there.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. So what was the question?
Yeah, I had a question on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steph.
Yeah, like I was like wondering about this. For me, it's kind of clear like why celibacy is kind of prescribed for like monastic discipline. But what I find kind of funny about it from a layman's perspective is that if, let's say, if yoga is kind of like a universal practice, how, like, for me, it's kind of obvious, like, that a lot of spiritual movements that they use like sexual energy and they kind of put some kind of doctrine around it to kind of bring it into another form, like every religion does this in a different way. But then often there's some problems with like repression of sexuality. But like that's one thing that I see often in these kind of practices, that they use sexual energy and then they do something with it. For example, in Western,
Which practices you
like
mean?
the practice of celibacy, like
yeah.
you were mentioning this.
Yeah.
And then I just find it kind of like remarkable that, you know, there's a lot of like movements in the world, including yoga, that kind of create this kind of monastic disciplines. But at the same time, these are always persons that they don't have any offspring,
Mm-hmm.
because like they become, you know,
Yeah.
like you become
And what is
enlightened.
the
but
question?
then,
Oh, my.
yeah, like my question is very simple. Is
Am I again
actually
gone? Am I here?
no. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my question is like if she's frozen again. Yeah, but I think Ilvi is offline.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm back. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I told you it's not stable today. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
what was the question actually?
yeah, my question is very simple, because if you think of like every person on the planet could benefit from yoga, but then
not
if
from the
everybody,
Great. Yeah.
yeah,
So
because that means also the end of humankind somehow. It means
yeah,
like
so
everybody gets enlightened and there's no more humans, because, you know, like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like in the Osho cult, and there's a lot of problems always around this because people don't know how to control that energy. And then they put these doctrines, but then it gets repressed, and it's a very
Yeah.
dubious thing, I think.
Yeah, so that is why, well, when I was going to talk about it and I got cut off, so nowadays we don't say that you need to be celibate, but what Patanjali meant that time, it was easier to say, and it's also, it's the very dogmatic yoga that he is pushing, he was pushing, because yoga was practiced just by men that time, and also by young men. And if they did not take care of their energies, then they wouldn't be able to progress in their yogas. So nowadays, we don't say that, well, to be able to do yoga, you have to be celibate, because that's not possible. It's not possible, and we are not even saying that in our teachings. And nowadays, the 8 limbs of yoga and the brahmacharya means that take care of your energies. So look after that, where you spend your energies. That's all. So, but I understand what you try to understand, that yes, all these religions are trying to suppress that energy that actually is creating life. Yeah, which is nonsense. It shouldn't be, but it should be taken care. Like, you should not share your energies with anyone and everyone in the world, and just being aware of what is happening, especially for men, if you spend too much of your energies, you know, on like young men having like sex 2 times a day, you know, that's too much. And not eating properly, not eating healthily, then it means the energy is wasted and it's not replenished. So it is like this, that be very careful with the energies that you have. Women, not so much concerned by this. Luckily, doesn't matter how many times. Obviously, if you have very vigorous sex, you will get tired, and then you will spend a lot of energy on that. That's also, we know that it's not always good, but when you are young, you do that. Yeah, actually, Anand will talk about these things when he will talk about the Tantra part, the different energies in men and women. And what I'm saying now is we don't talk about completely holding your energies.
Grace.
Yes, Nini?
Oh, sorry, my daughter was asking me. I thought I was on mute. My daughter was asking me a question.
Yeah.
I'll put it on mute.
So, yeah. Can't hear you. One
Yeah,
more time.
sorry if I'm talking a lot, but there's this chapter in the Book of Secrets of Osho where he refers to like how mostly in most other traditions they see the menstrual cycle in women as one of the reasons why they say that women cannot be enlightened and that it's not for them, this kind of spiritual thing, so that they create a hierarchy. And Tantra being one of the first or few which actually sees that you know, if your body is going through a cycle, like in men with like ejaculation, and then they need to eat food because you know, this thing with blood production and semen getting lost. So it's all about like eating good and like not to do it too much, otherwise you end up as a couch potato kind of idea. So that's kind of like a very clear thing in men, which implies also that it's kind of regulating like how your sex is kind of regenerating. And then often it was seen in women that because of like the moon cycle and the menstrual cycle, like this naturally happens. So to actually maintain a period that you or would retain your semen, but with your menses, that's like super unhealthy to do if you would retain this for like a couple of months. So that was seen as a kind of argument that it's not for female body to do this kind of monastic practice. And in Tantra, they kind of see it as the opposite of like, even if your body is going through any kind of cycle, you can be free from your body spiritually and include this different kind of bodies throughout. And so for me, that was like really inspiring to understand that no matter what kind of thing happens with your body, it doesn't mean that it's an argument to say that it's kind of good or bad. So that in any kind of state, like before pleasure, after pleasure, with a lot of energy or without energy, like following kind of what the body kind of does, and not seeing it as this kind of contrast where like the body is lower and the spirit is higher and this kind of things. So that's what I kind of took away from that chapter. And then actually women, that's why they say in women it's like more natural because the flow goes through the body. So the connection with how, you know, like if you're in the menstrual cycle and you have a headache, like life still goes on. Like if a guy has a headache, it's like, yeah, the world has ended. So it's much more difficult to overcome that kind of connection with, they want pleasure, but it's not gonna happen. You know, that frustration there when it's about to happen and it doesn't happen. Like how to deal with it as a man is a kind of like, I guess from my point of view, where like male energy can learn and grow up to be mature, to feel like what energy is and why it doesn't always have to lead to what naturally it would lead to.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
requires quite a lot of self, you know, like how do you deal with all this kind of
Yeah. Like when we do this spiritual intimacy workshop, Anand always starts with, because we always just invite either singles or couples, but not, you know, we are not making people practice together who don't know each other. So what is important that when couples come together, that they already have done their homework on their energies. That's how they can actually be happy couples. If one of them or none of them has done their homework on their body energies, like knowing, first of all, how it works and how you can work with it, and also how to, like for a man, how to make it like more pleasurable for a woman, you know, and make it more like less egotistic, or make it more a spiritual practice also. Like sexual is not just like sex and then that's it, two things together and that's it, but also a spiritual awareness, a spiritual intimacy. That's only possible if both of them have a energetic body. The energy flows properly in the body. They worked with their energies, so they have done their homework on their bodies and minds. So it's important. And yes, Tantra is the first spiritual discipline. It's not really, we don't call it that way, but if we want, we can, that deals with the body. That body is included actually in the practice, and body is not looked down. That it's if you want to be spiritual, you should not take care of, and you should actually ignore your bodies. Yeah, is that yeah. And yes, we should body and study the body, what is going on energetically in the body. Not this one. Lost it. Start again. See. Okay. Yeah, there you are. Where we were. So non-possessiveness, yes. So benefits of paying attention to the yama may not be as instantly gratifying as our asana practice, but they can be deep and long-lasting, right? So when you start practicing your asana, you go to a yoga class, obviously they will not tell you to practice yama. So normally that would be the difference what I asked in the question in the Socrative, right? So that was the yamas and niyamas are how they are different from the rest is that they are not like in a traditional yoga settings. You are not practicing it in a yoga class like that. You practice it in life. Yamas and niyamas are practiced outside of your yoga class. Of course, you are practicing it inside, but they are more philosophies and not something to be done in the yoga class. Contemplating them can shine the awareness on parts of ourselves that we don't always notice and help us live in a way that doesn't cause harm, which in turn allows for less regret and a more peaceful mind. The first yama is ahimsa. Is ahimsa rightly understood? Is the ultimate weapon. It turns one's enemy into a friend, so conflict is resolved. In the practice of yoga, it is important to understand that the same life flows in the veins of all creatures. So if you hurt somebody else, you are hurting yourself. Ahimsa is forgiveness, divine love, and sacrifice. Ahimsa, in short, is being non-violent in thought and in action, in body and soul. Ahimsa is considered to be the most important of the 5 yama because it represents the right attitude necessary to lead a moral life. Ahimsa is the absence of violence in physical, mental, and emotional forms. So when we see all these 5 and they are in order, this means that the first one is the most important. And then comes the satya, then comes the non-stealing, then comes the brahmacharya, and then comes the aparigraha. Okay, so always the first one is the most important. It is the attitude of the mind rather than the literal acts of the body. It is one's attitude that can either lead him towards liberation or hold him in greater bondage. An attitude of harmlessness is what is meant by ahimsa. Okay, so the principle of ahimsa must be understood in subtle ways, not only in gross. To harm anyone in the slightest way, even by disrespect, will harm the person doing the action as well as the one receiving it. The perfect practice of ahimsa then is very difficult. Although not many people would actually kill their fellows, it is common to find people slashing at one another with angry words or with contemptuous glances, or even in your thought, you know, thinking about somebody badly, like, oh, or gossiping behind someone's back. Yeah, these are all harming. Practicing ahimsa takes courage, as only those who can resist reacting can practice ahimsa. And you can practice the what we call Padma Mudra, which is the lotus mudra, for is a gesture of loving kindness and a symbol of purity. As we know, the lotus Let's talk about the second yama, satya, truthfulness in one's thought, speech, and action, to always speak the truth, giving us the power of manifestation. So what do you think of this one? The satya, the truthfulness, always speak the truth. If we all spoke the truth all the time, what would happen? So actually the true word, the word sat literally translates as true essence. In yoga, we work on creating space so that we can realize that we are not just our thoughts, and therefore we can become our true essence. So it is not actually talking, well, he is not talking about always telling the truth, because it's not possible. Is it possible always telling the truth?
No, I think we'd upset a lot of people if we did.
So it is about the satya, which is the truthfulness, which means your true essence. So always connect back to your true essence. Sat is a word that is very pure. Sat is a word that we cannot add anything to, or we cannot take anything from it. It's just pureness. And it would be just easier would be to understand it, that always be truthful to yourself and to everyone else, which is very, very difficult. So that's why when you don't know what to do, how to be truthful, go back to the first yama, which is ahimsa. First of all, don't hurt anyone, because sometimes, most of the times, truth can hurt. Yeah. So let's just always go back to ahimsa. Satya can come after. So let's go to the third yama, asteya, which is basically we should not steal, nor have the intention or desire to steal anything belonging to another person. That is normal. This applies to speech and thoughts as well as actions. Another way of thinking about asteya is to avoid taking anything that is not freely given. Asteya is the concept that we have all that we need. So we have this mindset of prosperity, and we have this mindset that we have enough, we have abundance. So we should always act from a place of abundance instead of scarcity. That also he's not always talking about what we should or we should not do. It's the mindset. If you have a mindset of asteya, you will not want anyone's belongings, or you will not feel jealous of anyone who has something else. This concept also extends to non-hoarding, and often when we buy more than we need, we are subconsciously looking to fill a gap that we feel is missing in life. So once you realize that life is not about having more and more and more, but also finding your inner peace, then you will not feel that gap with more objects in life. I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough. That this arises from the lack of faith in ourselves. By practicing asteya on and off the mat, we can move towards feeling as though we already have enough and we already are enough within ourselves. So when you practice in yoga, like when you do your yoga practice, where do you think asteya is coming in? Anybody would help me with this one?
When you're in a posture and you feel not flexible enough, or yeah, this kind of difference between how it could be as an advanced posture and where I'm at as a beginner.
Yeah. And then also, once you start teaching and you start looking at other teachers, and maybe, I'm not saying stealing, and because we are all stealing ideas and all this, but when you are stealing somebody's personality, like, oh, I want to be like him or her, and then you are not authentic to yourself, you don't find yourself good enough, but you have to pretend to be somebody else. Okay, let's see, like, for example, do you steal happiness from others? Whether this is disturbing the peace by being on your phone, queue jumping, or even being rude to another. Also, that is actually what Osho is also talking about, that we find people who are happy, not very, like, and I'm not talking about everybody, like in general. So happiness is almost like we are jealous of somebody who is very, very happy, yeah, and we want to steal their happiness. We want to we are jealous of them, so we want them to be unhappy, and we normally pay attention more to those people who are not happy, who have an issue, who have a problem. And lots of people, that's why they complain, because that draws attention on them. So when you start talking about your good things happening in life, oh, and this and that, and I'm so successful and blah, blah, people start not paying attention to you as a normal human reaction. But when you start complaining about little things, little nuances, or things happened, or wow, suddenly people start paying attention to you, and they want to listen to you more. Yeah, let say more, tell me more about it. Yeah, so this is also a kind of stealing happiness. Okay. So the moment we feel a sense of lack in life, desire, want, and greed arises. Yeah. So if you feel a sense of lack in life, like, oh, I need this, I'd like to have this, then there will be some desire to come. We begin to look for something to feel that empty sensation, and often feel as though everyone else has what we want and what we are not, and that we are not enough. Yeah. Okay. The fourth yama, brahmacharya. The literal translation of brahmacharya is walking in God consciousness. Practically speaking, this means that brahmacharya turns the mind inward, balancing and supervising the senses, and leads to freedom from dependencies and cravings. And the sages tell us that when the mind is freed from domination by the senses, sensual pleasures are replaced by inner joy. It can also be translated as going after Brahman, or behavior that leads to Brahman, with Brahman being the divine creator or higher self in Hinduism and yoga, the maintenance of vitality. Okay, so now this is more clear that what it means, brahmacharya. So it means that the celibacy is not what actually is like forced onto you, but if you are practicing your yoga and if you are practicing your meditation, sensual pleasures will be replaced by inner joy. So it will be not so important for you to have the sensual pleasures. Now, sensual pleasures are not just having sex, but a lot of like going after food, drinks, and other pleasures in life, right? These are the main areas, the food, drinks, and sex. For pleasure. Brahmacharya is often associated with celibacy, as it can mean retention of energy or the right use of energy. Traditionally, Brahmacharya was intended to encourage yogis to use their energy for a higher purpose than for external desires, such as sex. However, Brahmacharya can have different meanings based on the context. Preservation of energy could mean mental energy, so not to focus on things that do not serve us. Emotional energy can be expelled on unnecessary thoughts, patterns, or negativity. So, yeah, it is about directing your energy towards those things that will take you on a higher level and to fulfill your higher purposes, right? Basically, it's not to suppress your energies, right? And then comes the fifth yama, aparigraha, meaning non-greed, non-possessiveness, and non-attachment. This important yama teaches us to take only what we need, keep only what serves us in the moment, and to let go when the time is right. Aparigraha is one of the central teachings in Bhagavad Gita, in which Krishna shares one of the teachings. This is the most important from Bhagavad Gita, which we can actually think about. Let your concern be with the action alone and never with the fruits of action. Do not let the results of action be your motive, and do not be attached to inaction. What Krishna is essentially saying here is that we should never concern ourselves with the outcome of a situation. We should only concern ourselves with what we are actually doing right now as we work towards that outcome. So it means that when we do something and the outcome is not what we planned, we should not be concerned with it. We should just let it go. Yes, the outcome is not how we planned it. This is what happened. But yeah, we should just try it again and again. And if it's not the desired outcome, it's not in our hands. So what we put into an action is in our hand, but the outcome is not in our hand. Yeah, so that's what it means. What do you think about this one? Anyone? Do you agree with this one? And how do you understand it, actually?
Personally, I used to be very much into this, like feeling guilty if I was like having a lot of possessions and not sharing them. And then I went through a period in my life that a lot of persons around me were kind of taking a lot of advantage, and I was starting to feel a bit naive. So I feel this is very true. On the other side, it's not to be foolish about it and expect that with just giving everything away that you will end up with like happiness. You know?
It says that non-greed, non-possessive, and non-attachment. So also keep only what serves us in the moment and let go when the time is right. So it's not that you have to just give away whatever, and if the time is not right, you don't give it away. No, if you feel that this is you still need that thing, then don't give it away. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we can also jump on the other end of it and then just give away. I went through things like this, and then I gave away a lot of things. And after that, after even 6 months, I was thinking, why did I give this? I really like that thing. Why did I give it away? And I needed it now. So I was a bit angry, and I was also feeling a bit like, oh, and then they just took it like that. And then I was angry with them. Yes, same thing. I was, that was when lots of people started to give away things when it was COVID, and then they were just, you know, giving things away. And I was doing the same. And I was like, anyway, any other, what do you think about this?
I think, can you hear me?
Mhm.
I think the hardest bit is let go people,
Yeah.
children, relationship. It's like, because when you're like friends or like partners, whatever, you just feel that they owe you something and they have to do the way you want them to act and whatever. So that's I think.
Yeah, but this Yama is not talking about that. It is
No?
about,
Okay.
no, it is about being not being greedy, not being possessive. Like it's mainly about things in your life.
Material, okay.
You have like, I don't know, you know, so many things in life, and then you just want more and more. Of course, it can also mean that you want from people a lot of things. Yeah, it can mean that, but I don't think it meant that you should just let go people in life. What
No, I
do you
mean,
think?
not, but it's like, for instance, when people have children, right? And children grow up, a lot of, you know, mothers, and I don't know about fathers, but mothers struggle to let go, and they just,
Mhm.
they want kids to be there all the time. And, you know, and even when partners break up, and, you know, I think like as human beings, we're very attached to other human beings. And I think it's like very, and to the point that when people break up and then 30 years later, they can't let that go and they live in the past,
Mhm.
things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah,
and yeah. So
yeah.
emotional, I think material wise, it's easier to understand because like you have a car, you don't have a car, you know, but if it's a person, it's all a bit, it's very emotional,
Yeah,
and it's harder to control it.
Yeah, emotions are the hardest to control, but yeah, in this one, I don't think we talk about these things here. It's mainly about yeah, of course, we also.
I like the way it says, let your concern be with action alone. It's like, for me, when I started doing the sound baths, just for instance, it wasn't ever about the monetary aspect of it, of how much money I'd get out of it. It was how many people I could help. And then it just naturally grew then into something, you know. So I can totally understand that. It's getting fulfillment out of the actions rather than thinking about the monetary side of things, because it's more fulfilling then.
Yeah, yeah. When you start teaching, you can use this one. Use this one. Krishna taught to Arjuna, actually, in the Bhagavad Gita. Let your concern be with the action alone and never with the fruits of action. A lot of the times when I started teaching and I went to the class and there was only 1 or 2 people in the class because I was a beginner. And still nowadays, especially after COVID, the classes are not so much full like they used to be, but that's fine. I was always just doing the same class as it was with 10 people attending. So even for 1 person, I did the same because I thought that 1 person made it and 1 person took the effort to come to the class, so they should have this class fully with me, and not saying that, oh, well, you are the only one, so I don't care about the class anymore. Lots of people even cancel if there is only like 2-3 people in the class. I always did my classes, even though there was only 1 person, 2 people in the class. So I took this Yama very seriously. Yeah, so that it was, I did everything for people to come. If they didn't come, I still did my class fully. So yeah, so when you start actually teaching, as Lini said, just be concerned with the action, and then the fruits of the action is not in your hands. Lots of people will come to your classes and then will not return to your classes. We will talk about all this when we talk about how to start teaching. So you can't really control these things, okay?
Elodie, can I just have a toilet break? Sorry, I really need to know.
Yeah, we finish in do you really need to go? Because we finish in a few minutes.
Okay, all right.
So non-hoarding can also be attached to this Yama, as the more we hoard material possessions, the more we weigh ourselves down with not only physical but energetic baggage, and the more we become attached to and worry about losing these sad possessions. When we come to purchase or clearing out, we must ask, will it bring lasting happiness? Will it help you find peace? Will it help you live in a more self-reliant and simpler way? Aparigraha offers us so much freedom, the freedom to work and do what we love without worrying about the outcome, the freedom to rely less on external and material possessions to bring us happiness, and the freedom to experience everything life has to offer, whatever that may be. So this is what it means, that yes, we try to have less material possessions and not hoarding 10 pairs of shoes or clothes or books even, or whatever, like lots of things. Yeah. And this is the mudra, but we are not practicing the mudras now. So these are the 5 yamas, and we try to understand them and apply them in our lives, but also on our yoga mats. When we practice yoga, we try to practice the yamas as well, but like just to be aware of them. The first, especially the first one, which is ahimsa, right? Which is non-violence. We try not to be violent to our bodies, because forcing is always forcing will always bring something in the long run. Like maybe in the short run, like maybe when you force your body, you will feel happy, like, oh, I could do this pose, but you force yourself a lot. But in the long run, it can create damage, injury, and then you will have more problems later. Right? So never force. Never force. Okay. So any questions or any comments on these 5 yamas? No. Because it's almost 1 o'clock. Okay. So let's then have the break for lunch. And I'll see you at 2 o'clock back. Hopefully everything works well now. And we can also talk about the things you watched, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, right? So see you then. Bye.